Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Anivia, and we'll be facing off against the Grand Heist from the Rogues of Runeterra campaign. I haven't played Anivia in a while, so I figured I should play her here. It's going to be decently challenging, but hopefully we can make it work. Normally Anivia I feel like is a bit on the weaker side, at least at 3 stars, because of the way her deck is built. It doesn't really give you enough ways to ramp into Anivia or into Enlightened as well. But considering you can get whatever cards you want here, we should be able to get some decent enough elemental spells and skills that will allow us to quickly ramp to 10 mana and level up Anivia. At least that's what I hope will happen. As for the relics on Anivia, I'm still running the same thing I usually run on Anivia. The Guardian Angel allows us to basically clone Anivia and offers a little bit of protection. And the Grand General's counterplan and Archangel stuff are based around casting Harsh Winds at least once per turn once we play Anivia. It helps stall out the game by a bit, and means that we don't deck out. Rek'Sai, Warwick, action. What would be the best choice here? I think I should reroll aggressively so I can get something that gives that tests synergy with elemental spells or skills. Yeah, I think that's for the best. Twisted Fate, Lulu. None of these are that great either. Come on, give me something good. Any counts. Disintegrate is a... and the Molten Shield are both elemental spells. The other cards on the any group are not that great, but I think that's okay. Yeah, let's pick up the Any. And then we have access to Noxus alongside the Freljord. I think Noxus, they don't have a lot of elemental spells and skills, but I think they have more than just the anyone. I need to get some decent power here. Triferian Might. I think I'll pick up the Survey Core just because we can't spend too many rerolls there, and this allows me to get one unit at the start of the game. Hopefully it makes a difference. Definitely the Three Sisters. It's flexible. Avalanche. Is Avalanche good enough for mana deal to everything? It seems kind of meh, but it's easier to cast than the Stormbringer. Let's pick up the House Spider. It's a decent 2-drop. All of these are pretty bad. Captain Farron, just because it has Glacial Storm, I guess, and it has some discount associated with it. Arena Mecha Caster for 4 mana, definitely taking that. Arachnoid Sentry for the stall. Nah, we can do better. Captured Greyback. Let's go for the Scholarly Pioneer. It has a little bit of healing associated with it. Emerald Awakener also is a font of healing. Divine Draft for the ramp. 3 mana deal 2 units. Ramp for 1. I'm not really pleased with the deck we got, but let's see if we can make it work. Let's toss that back. I guess we keep the Divine Draft and the Legion Saboteur. Just want stuff that can help us play the first few turns.
Come on, Tibbers. It's point time.
Any with double attack doesn't really help all that much. But I am going to play it here. Next turn we can do the Vine Draft for the ramp. Get rid of those two. Yeah. And then we block the Inspiring Marshal with the one attack unit. We can jump block here. We take 8, but we can heal. We can heal. The next turn we'll try to bait out a removal using both Fanny and the Disintegrate. We are ramping up quite nicely. Can drop down the House Spider. The unfortunate part is that we're out of resources now. We're basically out of resources. 3 sisters, 1 plus 3 is 4. Let's do Scholarly Pioneer then. Can destroy the Emperor's Dice, that would be great. Okay, the opponent just destroyed the Emperor's Dice for me. I'll take it then. We'll minimize the damage by frostbiting that thing. I guess I'll try to make use of my units to block to the best of my ability. Once Sani levels up, we will be able to go ahead and start removing the opponent's units somewhat. But up until that point it's going to be hard. Let's pick that up. I just need to play slow spells and skills, except I can't. Any can trade against whatever, right? Just need to ensure that that isn't able to block any. Yeah, perfect. Any kills there. That's one less unit. We Emerald Awakener. Let's do that there. Get rid of that landmark. Come on, Anivia. That's not Anivia. Oh no. Am I going to lose here? I feel like I'm going to lose here. Let's do 3 sisters. And then we frostbite there. We can soften up there. Block there with the Yaini. Then we block here to regain health. We keep most of my board alive and we don't take that much damage. Unfortunate part is definitely the fact that the opponent's units grow every turn. But Anivia is huge. Well done, Aini. You carried us through to this point. Now we can reap the benefits of surviving until now with Anivia. Hopefully he blocks Anivia and kills her. Yep, perfect. That way we get 2 Anivias. And we can start double casting the Anivia's champion spell every turn, which will in turn not only buff my board but also make it so his entire board is not scary at all. That's fine. Him killing that Anivia is okay because it revives. Unfortunately, he's not killing this one, which is the one that has the frostbite effect or the revive effect associated with it. I can actually do Arena Mechacaster here, and if the opponent attacks with the inspiring martial, I would just jump block with one of my spiders, but it wasn't necessary. Now I can attack with all of my units and kill the opponent. And thanks to the Emerald Awakener, I'm going back to full health here. Also, fortunately for us, the Harsh Winds has the item. It normally has the what's it called? Elixir of Skill, so I'm drawing one every time I cast it. It's going to be a nice way to refuel our hand. If another situation like what happened this game happens again, where I run out of resources, definitely more house spiders. They were crucial to stay alive that last game. Do I want to go for a healer? I can cut a card, I can cut the Spell Slinger. Yeah, it's probably the weakest link right now. If we need to try and get the best shot at winning this game, run, and the best way to do that is increase the consistency of our deck. I'll keep this hand, except the Elysian Saboteur and Awakener. Then can come in later. Okay, with Anivia in hand, things change up a little bit. I'm a bit more incentivized to go ahead and try and ramp. We can safely jump block most of the opponent's units. I'll Divine Draft here. Guess I block here. Avoid taking 3 damage. We can do Divine Draft, set up a kill with the Arena Mechacaster next turn. Seems like a good play. Seriously? And unfortunately it has fearsome. I'm taking a bunch of damage. I just need to get the Awakener and it's fine. It will heal up. Right, the tentacle gets buffed up so I don't exactly kill it. That's a bit annoying. It's mostly fine, however, to attack this round. I think attacking here is worth it. We trade into 2 of the opponent's units, and the next turn I have enough to protect myself from the Chakram Dancer. You can even go for Anivia this turn. Or I can... Nah, I was considering Avalanche, but that will be worse for me than it is for the opponent. Let's just go for the Anivia. And we take the 4 from the Crackshot Corsair. We jump block there. Get 2 Anivias. Or we get an additional Anivia. This one is going to come back once I get enlightened. Can now start frostbiting the opponent's board. Let's go ahead and frostbite these 2. Poke the Anivia. Can drop down the Emerald Awakener right afterwards. We start buffing up our lifesteal unit right away. Let's drop down the Captain Farron as well. Might as well start working on playing those decimates. Depending on what the opponent does here, I can... you know what? Let's go for one decimate. It's fine. It's not like the opponent has anything that threatens me right now. And it gets cards out of my hand. He's just cycling through his weapons for some reason. I don't know why. Well, in that case, let's drop down the Annie. Fortunately, we got a Iceborne Gauntlet off of our Thieves' Gloves, so we can capture the opponent's unit. This kills the opponent, puts me at 35. I'll take it. It's not full health, but it's good enough. This encounter went significantly better. I think it's just the fact that we had a Anivia, and because of that we were able to keep a fuller hand of cards, more options and more resources to spend. Drum Solo, Scar Mother Vrina, or Black Flame. Capture an ally when you attack for the first time each round, summon an ephemeral copy of it attacking. What would I even capture? Capturing Annie would be interesting, because then I would get an additional copy of Molten Shield per turn, maybe capture an Anivia. Nah, that's a pipe dream. I need stuff to impact the board right away. Not Drum Solo, I think I just have to take the Scar Mother Vrina. It feels kind of bad though, because it's a bit expensive. Is this elemental? This is elemental. Your skills drain. It works with Anivia. Windsinger is interesting as well. Whoosh. I'm just going to take it for the Vastine Disciple at the start of the game. Do I take the Chakram Dancer? It's more healing and more ramp. I'm going to take 2 copies. It might be a mistake, however, because it makes our deck less consistent. Twisted Fate, set or action. I definitely go for Twisted Fate here. It's the most flexible option. We can use it as a draw or as a stall with the stun card. Sheriff Laureate Rose. I'll keep an Annie and a now Spider. We'll just do maybe House Spider right now. Maybe Annie. The opponent's going to capture a bunch of my units. I'll do House Spider and now we have a full board no matter what. Guess I'll attack with the 1-drop. Could have attacked with the 1-drop and the House Spider though. Whatever. All I need is to keep a full board of units and that the opponent doesn't capture all of my units. At least I can keep jump blocking here. I'll go Divine Draft, and then after that Divine Draft I can do Anivia? No, I can't. I'll be up to 5 mana. I can set up another full board thanks to the House Spider. Okay, the House Spiders are definitely putting in work. Let's attack with this house spider. Maybe the opponent blocks. He's going to overdraw a card next turn. Hopefully overdraw something good. I'll save the spell mana. I might go Anivia into a spell cast. Never mind, because we didn't draw a spell. I have a full board, let's pass. Whatever. Okay, now the opponent's attacking. Fortunately, attack the spider that had Deathless. Now I'm going to override the spider that's stunned. That's a waste. Fortunately, the opponent's doing everything in his power to make me win. Still going to take a considerable amount of damage here. Next turn I can attack with Anivia. This is 5, I have 10, so I can go 5 into 5. So I can do any. It's okay. That's no longer okay. I was going to do 5-5. I can still do Captain Farron and Harsh Winds. It's just not going to work out as well as I hoped. Yep. I can Frostbite 2 here. No, I no longer die. This one has... Which one of these has Guardian Angel active? This one? Yeah, this one. So I can block like so. Why am I taking 12? Oh, because I rally. Because I rally, that thing gets buffed up. Because Annie died. Oh, my own item worked against me.
What's over here?
Okay, fortunately the Anivias will stay around and they're going to be revived next turn. Because I managed to ramp up to that point. On the other hand, the opponent has a full board of units. And I have no good way to deal with them. Can you please stop getting free attacks off? Can actually do Scar Mother Vrina, Harsh Winds. I have spare mana. But I can also just do double Harsh Winds, Frostbite 4. I think that's better. The opponent pulls 2 of my units, then I Frostbite 4 here, take 0 damage. Kill 2 of the opponent's units in the process. I don't lose out on the Anivias because they just get revived. It was the correct decision, definitely. I even have spare mana to play the Emerald Awakener. Now, as long as the opponent doesn't have any more rallies and free attacks, I should be fine. Okay. Doesn't appear like he has. I really want to buff up the Emerald Awakener before attacking. I'm going to try and do that. I can go... This is 5, and I can go Harsh Winds and another play. It's a bit unfortunate. I guess I'll do this. Just attack with everything, and then Harsh Winds on the select targets. Okay, he's denying me the healing. You know what, I'll take it. He might deny me the healing, but he's losing his board for it. Is that worth it for you, opponent? Probably. Let's try to work on emptying my hand.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
The house spiders are definitely the lifesavers this game. In most encounters. It just generates so many jump blockers for us. Can do decimate here. I'll harsh winds if necessary.
Coming through.
Yeah, I'm definitely harsh winds. Using harsh winds this turn.
Off I go.
It's fine. Captures those two. I don't even really need to use harsh winds. I can just do this. Get even more Anivias. Dropped another decimate. We're going to get +3/+3 on the Emerald Awaker next turn. We're now burning all of our cards, but it's alright.
And conviction.
+15 health. Does the opponent die here? We're one off. Fortunately, we have the decimates. Captain Farron is performing a lot better than I anticipated. I figured he would be one of the cards we end up cutting, but the decimates are actually helping when it comes to closing out the game by dishing out a respectable amount of damage. I think we didn't get the healing there because the unit that was blocking the Emerald Awakener, yeah, it didn't get hit by the Emerald Awakener, so we got no healing. Oh, that's a problem. I might cut the Scar Mother of Rena. Maybe the Legion Saboteur. It's 1 mana for a unit that basically does nothing. Yeah, let's get the Legion Saboteur. Unfortunately, it's not good enough. 12 health for another card cut. I haven't played Avalanche at all. Yeah, let's get the Avalanche. Unfortunately, it's not that great because it's a symmetrical effect, but it affects my board more than it affects the opponent's. Maybe I should have gone for the healing instead of being greedy. But we'll see if we end up regretting that decision or not. I fully intend to go Twisted Fate to stun that thing. Any with elusive. That's a way to consistently proc the Molten Shield to ramp up. I'm going to get a lot more mana this game than I normally would. He kills one of my units here. We're just going to use Twisted Fate for the stun. Yep. Rather play it safe. The opponent has 3 mana, so I'm not under any threat right now. I would like to protect my Annie. Do I bother killing the Twisted Fate by trading it in? Nah, not yet. Next turn I'll have 5 mana. Actually 6, 7. I'll be able to do Arena Mecha Caster, Divine Draft. Hopefully the opponent has no more time bombs, so that Aini gets to survive an additional turn. Do this here, this here. We'll do the Emerald Awakener. Get to attack with the Aini. Do I attack with the Arena Mecha Caster TF? Nah. We're up to 9 mana next turn. We can go 3 Sisters Frostbite there, and then we have spare mana. I guess the spare mana is used on the Divine Draft. Divine Draft. And then we can even go Tibers if we need.
First the smoke, then the fire, then the timbers!
We have options. Okay. Unfortunately, Annie is dying here, but Annie has served their purpose quite nicely, in fact. Actually, no, we get to survive to keep Annie alive by buffing up all of our units.
I will learn from you.
Twisted Fate, on the other hand, and the Arena Mecha Caster are paying the ultimate price, however. It's okay. Oh, there goes the Annie. Well, as long as I keep the Emerald Awakener alive, I think I'm fine. Ooh, Annie got buffed up. I forgot about that at the start of the round. We buff up our unit because we get an empty mana gem, so it works out. Well then, in that case, let's try to keep stuff running using the Anivia and the Captain Farron to buff up my wounded units. If he blocks the Anivia, it's okay, I'll just get another one. Okay, he's not letting me duplicate the Anivia. Guess I'll have to use the Frostbite on the Overwhelm units. Guaranteed next turn. Oh, but the Petricite Pillar is being a nuisance. Does this change the math on what I wanted to do? I can go 6. I have 13 mana. 6 plus 7 is exactly 13. Okay, I have mana for everything. Can even do this. Tibers will do 2 12 stunned units or 12 damaged units and stunned. So he kills these 2. And then he has 2 overwhelm units that I can use the Harsh Winds on. Or not, because the opponent just decides he doesn't want to attack. But I'll take it. That's just a free attack for me. The opponent doesn't even bother blocking, okay. He knows he benefits a lot more from having the units on the board than blocking. Which is incredibly annoying for me. We can do double 5 next turn. But this is probably not too bad. We're still a ways off from proccing the vault, but we have 2 Harsh Winds in hand to protect against the Overwhelm units. And the opponent doesn't really have a lot of other scary options. We just have to hope that the number on the vault works out for us. Sure, I'll do this just to count down. Another 5. Really? Do I want to go for another 5? Nah. Just in case the opponent has something up his sleeve after I use all of my resources. Ooh, this is cool. You know what? Sure. Let's override the Tibers so we can start to get healing off of our spell or of our skills. Just for fun. Do this. Is the opponent just going to let this happen? I don't want the Anivia to die here, mostly because it would waste the the Guardian Angel, and I don't want that. We go back to full health. Now we have a bunch of different sources of healing. And we are accumulating the damage slowly and surely. The opponent will need to pull the trigger eventually on something, otherwise my damage is going to keep escalating as the turns go by. And I will eventually be able to deal the 700 damage, or the landmark is going to count down. It would be perfect if I kept hitting the 5s. Can drop down a 6 here. Yeah, let's do it. It gets rid of one of the overwhelm units. Made use of the healing from the unit, the chakram girl.
They wanna play in the fire.
This is fine. We'll just frostbite that thing. One's just using all of his mana to go infinite with the time has come. Although it's completely irrelevant. I'm going to do something that feels incredibly bad here, but I just want to close out the game as quickly as possible. Let's do House Spider there, and then I have an 8. I don't have a play for 8, I have the Captain Farron, but I don't have spare mana. Let's hope the next turn this landmark gives us... okay, a 5. Perfect. We can win this way. Turns out I didn't need to get healing on the healer encounter. We had more than enough health to work with.
Wasn't it fun?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to be a little bit more grateful about the cards I got. They're definitely pulling their weight. What do I do here? Make Anivia extremely hard to remove? Or make any extremely hard to remove? Let's make Anivia hard to remove. As for our power... lethality. Makes killing the opponent easier. But rush them down as a little bit more synergy with our Beagle Dust Sprinkle. Yeah, Beagle Dust Sprinkle. It's a permanent buff to all the stuff we summon off of the House Spider, which is our most important card in the beginning of the game, because it allows us to stall a bunch. If the foe has Nexus has 80 plus health, they win the game. I don't think we can put enough pressure to go for this encounter, the Ruin Runner. We have to go for this guy instead. We don't put enough pressure on the Ruin Runner, so she will get to 80 health, and then we just straight up lose. Instead, let's do something that we know we'll be able to deal with, I think. This guy is just the various Tales 3 Sister type effects from the various regions. And then card draw, I think. So theoretically, we'll be able to just stall out the game using the House Spider and other such cards. I'm going to attack like so. Maybe I tempt the opponent into blocking both my units, yeah. We deal a little bit of damage to the opponent's units. This way.
Remember, you never saw me.
Let's stun the
I'm always up for a round or two.
Brush Gambler. Prevent the opponent from drawing.
Stand
can go Emerald Awakener, but that's a bit early. And we can easily take the 5.
Yep, that's my tail.
Let's go for the ramp. We definitely need the extra mana.
A game. Go on then.
Then the following turn we can do
As we practice, team.
either Captain Farron or Scarmother Verena.
Sound the alarm.
Okay, we go Captain Farron into a 2-drop because we have 6 mana.
Again.
That's the best for us. In the process we get rid of 2 of the opponent's units. Wait, why did he get a free Decimate? It's shown the first time the player creates a card in hand, the opponent steals it, it costs 0 and is fleeting. Oh, I just gave the opponent a free Decimate.
Charmed, I'm sure.
That's not great. I'm going to take 8. And that also means that the opponent is going to get free
Come out.
Anivia's champion spell. There goes my Annie. Well, at least that's a piece of removal that's not used on the Anivia. Ouch. It hurts, but the opponent's out of resources. So, things could be worse.
Just pretend I'm not here, eh?
I don't even care about the frostbite. Okay, the opponent's not blocking.
Where do you
That's
stand
annoying.
on cold shots?
I'll do this. We'll just have to use the 3 sisters as our frostbite of choice. Okay. That's all very frightening. We'll frostbite the 10 attack elusive. Then we block here, block here, block here.
Protect this place.
This gives us an additional Anivia, so we can start getting more frostbites. Actually, no, he doesn't get a frostbite, he gets a copy of Anivia. Honestly, I don't know what's worse. We can go Chakram Dancer and we can start healing from the various spells and skills we have. Never mind, the opponent decides to block.
Something ancient.
Yeah, it's okay. I still think we're in a better position than the opponent.
Eternal winter.
Yeah, he procs the Anivia.
A new era begins.
But we're better off than he is, right? Let's do Scholarly Pioneer. And then we take the Explorer's Blunder. We try to get rid of that thing.
Strength and conviction.
Then we use the Frostbites to
What brings you here?
protect our units. It does that there.
The storm. I will endure.
Yes, 2 Frostbites. For some reason. We definitely want to protect the Awakener. And doing that there doesn't really matter. I'm going to bet the opponent doesn't have hard removal. So you won't really be able to deal with the Anivias that will remain alive at 1 health, or this one specifically. The opponent now has 2 Anivias for some reason.
This is our
I
time.
don't. Does he get benefit from the
I
Guardian Angel even though he doesn't get from the other items. I would hope not, but probably yes.
This place.
Find
Anyway, we can safely do this. The Anivius gets set to the eggs.
The chill before the storm.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to kill the eggs. At least not this turn. It's fine though. As long as I can keep the Emerald Awakener alive, I can heal more than the opponent does. So I'll be able to outlast him when it comes to these conflicts of attacking with the Anivias. Or various Anivias.
Eternal winter. Let's soar.
It doesn't really matter how the opponent blocks here.
I will endure.
Let's see how he does it.
Brace yourself.
Of course he protects the massive Anivia. Where did he get all of those harsh winds from? Do the Anivias that he has access to also benefit from the items my Anivias have? Is that what's happening? And they're all benefiting from the items I have, but it's not showing up for some weird reason. I sure hope it's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. I'm going to do Any. I'm going to do Any in the hopes that the opponent freaks out and stops attacking, because Any will allow me to rally if the opponent kills her.
Eternal guardian.
Okay, so he has a Frostbite in hand. He attacks with both Anivias. I Frostbite both Anivias.
Chill before the storm.
I'm going to block with both of my Anivias.
I protect this place.
He Frostbites both of my Anivias. That's okay. I can do... I'll pass priority. I take 8. I'll play the guy, the Arena Mecha Caster. Now we have 3 Anivias. He has no Frostbites. I have the backup Frostbite in the form of the Three Sisters, so even if he blocks there, it's fine. I will be able to protect my unit,
I will endure.
like so. The opponent takes a bunch of damage. And he only gets... oh no, he gets to keep all of his Anivias alive, but it's fine.
This
I now have 3 Anivias. So we attack with the 3 Anivias.
I bring the
We'll
storm.
pull this girl. I mean, yeah, we pull that one. And then let him block with the other one however he wants.
I protect this place. Brace yourself.
That's fine. He Frostbites. No, that's not what I want to play. I Frostbite in response. Okay, things almost went south that game, because I didn't realize the opponent would almost get a better version of what I was doing. But the fortunate part was that only one of his units was getting stats, meanwhile all of my units were getting buffed up. Double attack Anivia, Starlit Seer. This is way too many Anivias if I picked up the Anivia, so let's reroll. Okay, 4 mana for an 8/8. That's a very good stats for the cost. Unfortunately, I have no more rerolls. Deathless Anivia, that's just way too much, right? I'd rather have Ninja Tabieni, because with Ninja Tabieni we can start attacking with any every turn, and that will in turn allow us to start ramping a lot quicker. So now we're highly incentivized to keep the Any in our opening hand. What's the opponent's power again? If the foe slay the unit this round, grant their units +3/+3. Very scary. And very problematic. Fortunately, I'll be able to deal with it. Okay, we have Any. Any doesn't really have a lot of protection. Maybe we can bait the opponent into playing removal. Yeah, before I drop down the Any.
Your purpose, not your name, is what matters.
Plant on 3 or when you destroy me, summon a restore the vault. Really? That's normally a token. Next turn, I'm going to have to take the 12, I think. Or I can just do Arena Mecha Caster. Yeah, I'll do Arena Mecha Caster. Just to jump block that thing. Or maybe the opponent can just capture all of my units. And I get to do nothing. That also works. It's going to be hard for them to kill the Anivia. So let's drop down the Anivia. Okay, it appears the opponent spent all of his resources just capturing my units. So he has nothing else to deal with the units I currently have on board. Next turn we can start frostbiting the opponent. I'm going to start getting my units back. And this is actually scary. Frostbite these two. Anivia levels up. I can frostbite the other two as well. But it seems like overkill. No, I need to frostbite the other two as well. Because I can't block with either the Any or the Anivia. I'm going to start burning cards, but it's okay. I only really care about burning the Emerald Awakener. And even if we burn the Emerald Awakener, I think we would still be fine. Okay, the Chakram Dancer is also nice. Or would also have been nice to have, but it's okay. Does the opponent have removal? I don't think so. At least it doesn't appear so, otherwise they would have played it right.
Where there's fire, there's timber!
Do they have a way out of this? Just blocking my units, huh? I guess debuffing my units as well. What dies here? I go up to 3 Anivias. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Now instead of going ahead and dealing 4 damage to everything per turn, we'll be dealing 6 damage to everything per turn. We need to empty our hand. Let's do Twisted Fate to kill that thing. Then I'll Scholarly Pioneer. Get some healing, I guess. Heal ourselves back up to as high of a health total as I can. We are going to need the extra health in the last encounter. Oh, there goes our Emerald Awakener. That's a bit sad. Are you really not going to do anything, opponent? You're just going to die next turn, you know. I still have the regeneration in between encounters as well, so I guess we'll still be at full health once we attack the opponent, or once we finish this encounter after attacking the opponent. There. Now, let's hope our last reward is a good one. We have a shop, and we have... This is fine. Tutored champion. Chamber of renewal for the spell shield or a shop. We have the spare money. Let's go for the shop. Catalyst of Aeons. That's a bit too slow. Your skills deal 2 extra damage. For once, that's actually useful. Now every single glacial storm deals either 3 or 4 damage, depending on whether Anivia is leveled up or not. This all of a sudden becomes play deal 4. And it also deals a bit of extra damage. We couldn't have asked for a better power. Now we have no reason to lose. Cut a card. What card would I cut? Maybe the Chakram Dancer? Maybe the Scholarly Pioneer? Honestly, I actually really like this setup we have. Maybe the Scar Mother of Rena, because it's by far the slowest out of all of our plays. It's just a decently statted unit that start to remove, and it just so happens to have Iceborne attached to it. But both Captain Farron and the Arena Mecha Caster are easier to play. Let's just cut her. Now we have a little bit of a more concise deck.
Where are we going?
We are going to need it because Ezreal is a very big, very concerning opponent. I'll keep the Divine Draft just in case I don't draw the Annie. I'll still have some form of early ramp. Oh, we got 2 Annies. Do I try to capture the Ezreal right away? I'm going to do it. It seems like it would severely hamper the opponent if I got rid of the Ezreal at the start. And I think I'm correct. Now the unfortunate part is I won't get to... I guess she deals 4 to her blockers, so I still get to attack with the Annie. I was about to say I can't attack with the Annie because the opponent just blocks with the Clockling. But I still got it. Next turn I can go Arena Mecha Caster and that clears the opponent's entire board. That's going to be very good for us because for some reason the opponent's just drawing all of his early drops. Okay, opponent, just don't let me play the game. Even goes for the time has come.
I see you there.
I guess the opponent wants to close out the game earlier. Or as early as possible. Fortunately, he's not trying to kill the Annie for some reason. But I'm taking a bunch of damage here. Fortunately, this is a board clear. There goes all of your hard work, opponent. How does that feel? Cycle Twisted Fate? Yeah, I think I need to cycle the Twisted Fate to get into our larger drops. Maybe try and get to Anivia because Anivia is very important for us. Let's protect the Annie. just so we don't end up releasing an Ezreal into the world.
Blue as the serpentine.
Nice. Can even block the clockling with the Annie.
Your favorite
I seriously slid out the opponent as a piece of removal. Okay, doesn't have a piece of removal, but he has infinite ancient maledictions for some reason. The opponent's really high rolling. Eventually I'll have enough mana or enough spare mana to play all of these curses. In the meantime, let's do House Spider just so I have a board. Seriously? That deals 4 to everything, so the only way I can make it so Annie is out of range is if I do this. I guess this is a way to go ahead and get rid of the curses by just killing all of my units. Oh, it didn't kill. It still dealt a bunch of damage to my units though. Do I care to attack again? Let's try to find the Anivia. There she is. Took you long enough. Let's override this spiderling. The opponent will probably kill my Annie now, but with the Anivia on board I think we're fine.
Don't know what they're up against. Thought you'd never ask.
Okay. Double Ezreal is a bit concerning. The opponent can just straight up burn me to death, but maybe he won't. Maybe he won't burn me to death.
Where there's fire, there's timber.
Please use your Ezreals to block here, opponent. Please don't kill me with just maledictions. Okay, he has run out of maledictions. But I am very close to dying. If he wanted, he could have killed me. He just had to do things in a different order using the Ezreals.
No way.
Okay, he has 2 Ezreals on board. How do I do this? How do I avoid dying? I think if the opponent had the means to burn me to death, he would have done so by starting the turn with them. So I should be able to kill the Ezreals. Oh, please don't kill me. I can still frostbite one of these ones with the 3 sisters and block the other with the Anivia. 7 health. The opponent might kill me.
A new era begins.
I don't have the mana, the hand space. Let's do Shimon Wind. Get another unit. Please let this go through. Please don't kill me.
May end it.
Please don't block the Emerald Awakener. Or let me win on one of the other. Either let the Emerald Awakener... Okay, it doesn't let the Emerald Awakener hit. Oh, we're still not out of the woods. 6 health on the opponent. 2 health on the opponent. If the opponent lets me play the Arena Mecha caster, he loses. So I just have to hope that when he plays the first card in his next turn, he doesn't have enough damage, and this response to the Arena Mecha caster doesn't kill me. Oh, that last power we got definitely was the reason we managed to win that game. We just dealt so much damage from the chip away from all of our skills at the opponent's Nexus. That was way too close, but it was a good run. Definitely was worried for a second there. Oh, I can breathe easy now. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.